People want to know, is there money to be made here at Cili? Well, I can tell you, yes, absolutely, there's a lot of money to be made. And a couple of people have asked me if I could make a quick video about it. You know, we do have national webinars where we talk about the entire plan. Our company is very solid, Brad and Marcia Hager. No doubt they have this thing completely wired. They have very well thought out through, 13 months in the making. The product absolutely works. You've seen our testimonies. You hear us talk about it over and over again. You know where this industry is going with CBD. And the science coming out right now is just phenomenal. Some of these YouTube videos that I've been posting, as well as others that you can find and information you can find on projectcbd.org, tells you that this marketplace is about to explode, right? Going from less than $1 billion industry over to $20 billion industry in the next 2-3 years and then beyond. You know, it's not going to stop at 20 billion. It's going to go on to 50 and 100 billion. So why not get ahead of the game now, get in front of that tidal wave? You know, there's also the analogy of the basketball moving through the garden hose, right? Well, if you're about, excuse me, if you are in front of that basketball, you're almost being pushed by the momentum of that basketball and that garden hose, right? And that's where we're at right now. They say that the place to make the money is in that first 1 to 3% of the marketplace. And the reason is because that basketball is moving through the garden hose, right? And it's pushing you along. And the effort is nowhere near as compared to being behind the basketball in that garden hose and you're having to swim your way through. Okay, so right now, that is where we're at. We're in front of the basketball in the garden hose. We're in front of that tidal wave. And this industry is really, truly about to explode. You may think CBD is kind of like a buzzword right now. You ain't seen nothing yet compared to what this is going to. Like I said, the time to get in is the first 1 to 3% of the marketplace, and that's exactly where we're at now. So what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about how the money is actually made. And to do that, I'm going to actually go to shared screen here, and I'm going to pop on the company's website. And this is our Cili by Design website. Now, this is just a generic one, just in case somebody's sharing this. I want to make sure that everybody's got the, I'm not giving out my personal one, but this is a great site. It's got great information about the founders. Like I said already, the founders, this company is very solid, running by Mr. Brad Hager and Marcia Hager. As a fact, today is her birthday, the day that I'm recording this on the, what is this, the 26th of, yeah, I think it's the 26th of November. They've got their mission, their vision behind Cili and where we're headed towards. And then you can go over here to our technology. Guys, this is why we are ahead of the game of anyone else in the nutritional industry, much less the CBD industry, right? So here you can read up a little bit about what our technology is. And then you can see all about our products, and down here, product analysis, that's got it where our COAs are as well. But where I want to go to is our prosperity plan. And in this prosperity plan here, there's this little 7-minute video right here. I'm just going to start it so you can see. I was going to kick forward, and it's going to go through all the different steps of the prosperity plan and how we're actually paid. Now, I'm going to come back to this video here in just a little bit. But remember, this video is really powerful, and it's just 7 minutes long, and it walks you through everything. So if you have questions, this is where you go, Opportunity Prosperity Plan, and play this little video. Now, you can start reading a little bit about these products and stuff, but then you start getting a little overview of what that video is going to talk about. Our retail commissions, our our retail fast start bonus, our personal sales bonus, our business builders fast start. And normally we don't even talk about numbers 2 and 4. Those apply to your first 30 days in the business, but they're absolutely viable. And then the big one, that's the team commissions, your mentor bonus, which is huge, up to 50%. Car and transportation bonus. As you can see, it starts out at just $100. It's a lot different than most network marketing companies out there. We actually offer a travel and expense account, a healthcare insurance bonus, and then we actually have rank bonuses here as well. As you can see, our ranks go from C1 all the way up to C12 at the top of the chart. And you got, starts out at C5, you hit that a couple times in a month, or 3 consecutive months, and you get $1,000. Hit C6 3 months in a row, you get $2,500, all the way up to a one-time of $250,000 at C12. But if you continue down here all the way to the bottom, you're going to see the Cili Prosperity Plan chart. Now, we call it a prosperity plan instead of a compensation plan because it truly is a prosperous plan. There is a lot of money in this little chart right here. Now, somebody that's already involved in the business can walk you through this and how this all works. But just understand, I have never seen such a simplistic format to understand the entire compensation plan that we have here. And then at the very bottom, we have download the prosperity chart. So you can download that. And then you can also get the extended prosperity plan. All right. Now, I told you about that video at the very beginning. What I would recommend is downloading, if you really want to know how the money is made, download this extended prosperity plan and then zip all the way back up here to this video and go through it. You know, you can start and stop the video and go through with the compensation plan. And that's going to give you a really great idea of how the money is actually created here. All right, so now I'm going to go stop share. That's kind of a little bit of a walkthrough of what's on the front part of the site. So, and that's available to everybody. Okay, so now that you got a chance to see where you can find that information, and I can go through all that and explain it all in detail, but rather than doing that, I want to just give you a little bit of philosophy of what the heck is this industry about of network marketing, right? You know, it's a $1 billion+ industry in the United States alone. It's huge, and there's a lot of people making a lot of money here. In fact, there's a lot of people that say more millionaires are created through this industry of network marketing than anywhere else. So how can you utilize something like Cili by design to create your true financial freedom? And the answer is in leverage. All right. The very first time I saw anything to do with this network marketing business, my wife was a massage therapist, and she had these clients that she worked on at night. And she came to me one night. I was working with my horse in a round pen where we were boarding it. This is some 20 years ago. And she comes over to where we're at and where I'm at with the horse. And she basically says, I don't know what these people do. They don't work and they got a whole lot of money and they just seem like they just got a lot of free time. Well, turned out they happened to be $1 million earners in our very first company that we ended up joining. And how we got involved with that company is Elka started selling a product for this lady, and she was selling a lot of it. And back then it was pretty expensive. It was over $70 a product. That's 20 years ago. And because the product actually works, so people felt an effect. I will tell you, people want to feel better and want to be healthier. They don't want to end up in the hospital. So if there's a way for you to help a person fulfill a need of staying healthy, they will go through great expenses to make that happen. And that's the beauty here. Our prices are very, very competitive with what's going on out there in the market. It's $79.95 wholesale, or excuse me, retail for the Swish. It's only $55 wholesale. All right, so it's definitely affordable, especially when you compare it to other CBD products out there. And then, I mean, ours isn't really even a CBD product. It's a nutritional with the 90 vitamins, minerals, nootropics, adaptogens, electrolytes, all that great stuff, along with the 50-50 blend of CBD and CBG. I mean, just nobody else on the planet is doing what we are doing. All nanosized down at 7 nanometers. You're getting that instant absorption. It goes to every single cell in your body in 5 minutes. Nobody else can say that, right? So we have a product in this market that actually works. So that's what was happening with my wife. She started selling this product to a bunch of people. And this lady's like, you know, okay, you're making me money. You could be making this money. Well, long story short, kicking and screaming, I got drugged to one of those meetings, and I'm so glad I did. I sat down on the front row, and I'm watching these people stand up giving these testimonies from this product, which I already knew it worked because it had helped me tremendously. And then they got to the money part, and this lady actually showed us the money. And the part that really excited me the most was when she got to the team building bonuses. Now, you can go look at that extended compensation plan. You can look at that video to see how that actually works. But let me help you to understand. If you're new to this industry, you're not familiar with it, you're thinking about branching into it, you hear all these things, oh my God, it's one of those things. Is that a pyramid? All those kinds of things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very bona fide business that is, I am telling you, is watched by the Attorney General and the FTC. I mean, this has got a lot of people from the government's eyes on it. You mess up, you do things wrong in the government eyes, and they will shut you down. It happens routinely with companies not run as well as ours is. We are setting ours up from the very beginning. You know, we just launched in May. So we're a little over 6 months at this point in this video. And we are setting the grounds because of the experience. Like I said, a solid company. We know the things that are going to get you in trouble with the government. And we're doing everything in our power to stay ahead of the game so that never becomes even an issue. All right. So that's really important to understand. Also, another part of it is our products are GMP, CGMP. That means that the FDA is regulating every process of that product coming to market. The product itself is not FDA approved because it's a nutritional, but every step of that product comes under a FDA regulated program. That's the GMP, and that's stamped on our product as well. So that's really important. Again, solid, right? But let's go back to this team building bonus. So this lady is showing me this. I'm sitting down in the front row of this very first network marketing meeting I've ever been to, and she starts showing me the money. And she starts drawing out this team bonus. And basically, if you've got that compensation plan in front of you, or if you've got that video, you want to watch that a couple times. But the concept is this is a binary compensation plan. That means two people, or you get started, and then you help two people get started, and then each of them get two people started, and it just starts growing from there. All right. Now that's in a perfect world. Nothing's perfect. You might get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I mean, Elka and I are doing very well with our sponsorship. We have other people that are doing very well as well. We have some people that have sponsored over 60 people already in this very short time that the company's been around. Or, you know, and maybe it takes you a while to get your first 2 people. Hey, it doesn't matter. This is a business, and if you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business, because there is a lot of money. If you go back and look into that compensation plan, you will see there is a lot of money to be made, okay, if you really want to really start to understand it. So this lady is explaining this team building bonus, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like the CEO at the top of a company, and he's got his vice presidents out there, right? And then he's got his executive vice presidents, and then he's works all the way down to the worker bees out there in the factory level, or in you know, driving the trucks for whoever it may be, or the people working in Walmart, right? So it's the worker bees that are doing all the work, and then all that effort flows up to the top to the company. So if you have a single proprietor and there's a one-person owner of the company, all that money is flowing basically up to them for them to pay out all the people and all the expenses and everything else, right? If you have a company, well, then it's going into some bank account for the company that's managed by somebody, and then the payouts go out this way too. But the point is, everything begins at the bottom level and flows upwards as far as the creation of the wealth. How do you, as an employee, be able to create that for yourself? You can't as an employee. It's impossible, right? Because you're going in, and what you're doing is trading hours for dollars. You work so much, you get paid so much. You work a little bit more, you get paid a little bit more. Maybe you get some overtime, right? You get paid a little additional bonus as part of working there overtime. But you only have 24 hours in a day. You only have 7 days in a week. You only have 356 days in a year. There's only so much that you can work. So how can you pack more hours into the day than you already have? That's how these companies, that's how a company can become so very wealthy. They are able to leverage the company through all the other workers to create all that wealth, far more than any one person can do, off of the leverage of everybody else's efforts, correct? So if you follow that through, that is what we do here. It's the same concept, except you get to be set up as the CEO of your own company. Sure, there's a parent company, Cili by Design. Cili by Design is running everything. They're doing all the technical aspects of the business, as far as the websites. They're doing all the processing with the merchant fees. They're doing they take on all the legal responsibility. They take, as long as you're within the policy and procedures, and they take on the shipping and the creation and the shipping and the fulfilling of all the orders. All you got to do is share the product in reality, right? So if you're not a secret agent and you're getting out there and sharing the very best CBD, CBG product on the planet in the hottest market that's out there right now, I mean, this is the fastest horse in the race by far. how can you lose? The only way you cannot make money here is if you play a secret agent. If you are not willing to spread the good word that you have and the testimonies that we have and how we're creating and helping people become healthier, feeling better, getting off their medications, again, not making any medical claims, and I'm certainly not making any financial claims. I'll have a disclaimer on at the end of this video, but I'm letting you know what is possible. You know, if people have tried this industry before and have not had success, there's a couple things that go into it. Number one thing is, I will say that they mostly play on the sidelines. In other words, they don't actually get themselves involved. They don't actually get out there and invite people, or if they do it for like 10 or 20 people. Would Walmart succeed if they had 10 or 20 people coming through all those stores every day? Absolutely not, right? So this business is about selling product. It is about moving Cili product to consumers and to other people who would like to also do this business, right? So as long as there's products being moved, then there's money being exchanged, and that money is all flowing up towards the company and comes back out and gets paid on to the distributors. That is basically how the money is made. And when you consider where we are going from less than a $1 billion industry to over $20 billion with the very best product on the market right now, the sky's the limit. Folks, we haven't even really begun yet. We haven't even officially launched this company yet. You have that chance right now to get in on the very ground floor of it all. And I really hope you do. But that is up to you. It's your decision. I will tell you that you have a team of leaders out here, whether it's in my team or from the company or you're plugged in upline, the people that are really out there and doing this, you have support. And I'll tell you what, if you show a little bit of effort, that support will come out and help you tenfold. All right. But we're not going to do the work for you. It's your business. So as long as you treat it like your business, not as some hobby, but you treat it as a business that can pay you 10, 20, 30, $50,000 a month. If you knew that, I mean, we can't say that you're going to do that, right? But let's hypothetically say, if you knew that this business was going to pay you $50,000 a month next year, how seriously would you approach it? Because I will tell you, the possibility of making a great money here exists, but it depends on how much effort, how you treat it on a daily basis. It's just a little bit of effort every day. It's not much. We just got to let people know what we have. So with that, I'll go ahead and close out the video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or the person that shared this with you. And I bid you all a very, very wonderful day. Bye-bye.